Good morning, guys. So I am in my tent right now packing up, and I think I want to go ahead and go into Gatlinburg today. I know that wasn't part of my initial plan, but I think that getting a shower and like a hot meal and washing my clothes would really improve my mood. I'm not like in a bad mood, but just like the idea of going like 3 more days without a shower or washing my clothes doesn't sound that great. And I really want to enjoy the rest of my time in the Smokies. My timeline for completing the Smokies is also a little bit strange. So I was either going to have to do like a 16-mile day or like a 3-mile day to either finish in 3 or 4 days. But if I stop in Gatlinburg, the rest of the miles are a lot more like evenly distributed. So some other hikers told me that the NOC store in Gatlinburg offers free shuttles, and they leave at 12. So I'm about 5.7 miles from Newfound Gap, and I'm really hoping I can get there by 12. It's already like 8 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and finish packing up and get on going. Alright, back on trail, and Newfound Gap is 4.5 miles away. Let's knock these miles out. I always think it's crazy to see these huge uprooted trees. This one used to be like exactly where the trail's at now. But yeah, so big and it's really cool. First water source of the day. Good timing because I'm pretty much out of water. Here's another tree that's fallen down. Isn't that so cool looking? This one you can tell has definitely been down for a while. Alright, so I just made it to Untitled Gap Road, and I just took a minute to read this little sign, and it's actually pretty cool because it says that this trail directly in front of us is how people used to get around the Smokies back in the day before the road to Newfound Gap was made. Newfound Gap is 1.7 miles. Alright. By the way, some of these signs in the Smokies for the mileage, completely wrong. Like yesterday, when I was going to Mountain Collins Shelter, the sign had said like 4-point-something miles at Newfound Gap. In reality, it was like 2.8 miles. So, yeah, definitely not the most accurate. Alright guys, so I apologize for the wind, but this is a fence, and the purpose of it is to keep the wild boars out of certain areas. So, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Here we go, just saw this sign. So I'm getting closer to Newfound Gap, and it's really weird because now I hear like cars and people and I don't know, like machinery. It just kind of sounds weird after not hearing any of that for several days. I've also been like stopped by several day hikers, and they've wanted to like, you know, just ask questions. Like one of the most popular has been like, what is that? Is that a satellite communicator? Talking about my Zoleo. And then they want to know like, am I alone? When did I start? How many miles a day am I doing? How much does my pack weigh? You know, just like all those type of questions. But yeah, so it's kind of weird because, like I said, I've not really been around like, I mean, I've been around people, but it's only been like through hikers the past couple of days, and haven't heard like cars or anything like that. So a little bit strange to come back down into civilization. I'm excited though. I'm pretty sure I'm going into Gatlinburg. So I'm still writing for my freelance client, one of my biggest ones, and I still need to make sure that like I'm getting that work done. So I think I'm gonna go into Gatlinburg and work on that. I'm also getting a lot more hungry, so last night I had ramen. Oh, hey squirrel. Zoom in. Hi little squirrel. These squirrels in the Smokies are like not scared. Like I was within 3 feet of that squirrel. And that's been like a common thing. But anyways, I had ramen for dinner last night, and you know, just plain ramen, plain spice packet or whatever, nothing fancy. It was like the best ramen I've ever had, which is a really good sign that I'm getting hungrier. I mean, I don't really think I'm like hungry, but I do think that my appetite is starting to come back. So in Gatlinburg, really hoping to find some good pizza. But yeah, almost there. I got some trail magic. Woohoo. Made it to Gatlinburg, and I'm at the NOC store. Alright guys, so I just went to the NOC store in Gatlinburg, and if you go there, they will help you get a really awesome room on a deal. So now I'm at the Bearskin Lodge, and this is my hotel room. Have a king bed, a couch, a fireplace, a TV, microwave, and also like huge bathroom. In total, with the hiker rate, this only cost $70 in Gatlinburg. So really good deal. I asked the lady at the front desk how much it would normally cost, and she told me it would be more than $200. So if you're through hiking and you want to stay in Gatlinburg, definitely go to the NOC and have them call and get you a discount. Alright guys, so I just went and ate some food, and now I'm back in the hotel room. I just wanted to share with you guys really quick how I ended up getting a ride to Gatlinburg. So literally as soon as I came out to the road crossing at Newfound Gap, before I could even cross the road, this really nice guy was like driving on the road, and he's like, "Excuse me ma'am, do you want a soda?" And I was like, yeah, literally, of course, like, is that even a question? So I went and he gave me a Coke and a no-bake cookie, and then he also had some strawberries. I spent some time talking to him and found out that he was, you know, really nice, really cool. He did a lot of backpacking himself, and he's completed the Georgia section, and he's actually in the Smoky Mountains now, camping and doing some other stuff. As I was talking to him, another hiker that I know came up and he was like, "Hey Gabby, you made it, like, you know, good job. I want to go into Gatlinburg. I'm not going to spend the night, but I just want to do a resupply." And the super nice guy that we had met, he was like, "If you guys need a ride, I'll definitely give you a ride into Gatlinburg." He's like, "I'm going there anyways." And we were like, "Yeah, sure, that's awesome." So he took us to the NOC store. We talked. I tried to give him some gas money, but he wouldn't take it. He was just doing it just because he was a really nice person. But yeah, he took us to the NOC store. We spent some time, like, you know, looking around in there. I got a couple more hand warmers, which I've kind of been using to help keep myself warm at night when I'm sleeping. I also got a new toothbrush and a new smart water bottle and just some other, like, kind of small things. And then when I checked out at the NOC store, I asked about a hotel, and they will call the hotel for you. So it's the Bearskin Lodge on the river in Gatlinburg. And if they call for you, you get a really big discount on the room. Also, I think I mentioned earlier today or yesterday that the NOC store offers free shuttles, and they do, but that doesn't start until April 1st. So I didn't know that, so I wanted to let you guys know, but when I go back to Newfound Gap tomorrow, I'm gonna have to get a shuttle. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with my decision to come into Gatlinburg. I think I definitely needed it, so I'm kind of figuring out that like 3 to 4 days is kind of the maximum I'm willing to go without taking a shower. I expected this trip into Gatlinburg to be really expensive, but it actually like wasn't that bad. I know $70, you know, isn't cheap, and I'm really lucky to be able to afford that. But also, right beside the hotel, there is a Cece's Pizza, which is a pizza buffet, and it only costs $9 and you can eat as much as you want. So just a tip, if you do come here, that's a really good way to eat a lot of food and save money. But yeah, at this point I'm kind of just like rambling on. One thing also to mention is that they don't have a washer and dryer here. So I'm about to wash all of my clothes in the sink, so we will see how that goes. And hopefully they dry out by the morning. Anyways, I have a lot of things to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will be back on trail. Bye.